Hey, what's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing well, and just wanted to come on here and chat about the lunar eclipse and the full moon in Scorpio energies that are kind of coming around, or just around the corner here, May 5th, and it's going to be an interesting one. And again, when I do these type of chats, I don't really. There's nothing written down. I'm just kind of going with the flow, so bear with me. It is retrograde, so disclaimer there, but it is going to be a tough one because this energy that's coming in, this lunar eclipse, this full moon in Scorpio, is really going to, and the way I see it, and this is how I'll talk about it, is it's as if you're looking into the mirror, because this is about you. This is not about the people around you and and all that stuff, and people trying to give you their opinions and things like that. And there's no more room to blame others. It is about looking at yourself and having that acceptance that, hey, this is where you're at because you've made these choices, right? And it's very easy for me to say this, but obviously it's hard to do, okay? And from experience, it's not easy at all. But it's gonna force you. I mean, it's gonna force you to grow. It's gonna force you to go through a transformation, and it's gonna be different for a lot of us because some of us, we felt these energies sometimes before. Well before these energies come in, and we start working on it. We start focusing on what we need to clear up, in our minds, and in what direction is going to make us happy. And there's a period of pause. There's a period of when we accept things, you have to heal from it, because we sometimes realize that, okay, either this person's not coming back, or this project that you've been focusing on is not going to be the direction that you want to go. And the universe is kind of here going to show you these truths, okay? These messages in different ways is going to be for different people, right? So, we can talk about synchronicities and things like that, but I don't feel like that's going to be a big thing during these energies. And, it is leading us to new opportunities in love, in new opportunities with work, whatever it is. We are moving towards new things here, but it's about letting go, letting go of things here that just didn't work out for you in the past. And that's really tough to do. And it's interesting because when I was doing the zodiac signs, yesterday and today, a lot of that energy kept coming into the reading. So that's why I said, okay, let me pause it. Let me get out of the system here so the other zodiac readings don't get the same messages. But, that's a lot what's going on right now. It's a lot about trying to let go of the past and realizing that, there is no more waiting anymore. We can't wait for something to happen. No one's coming in to, provide some sort of enlightenment. You're going to have to find your own enlightenment in some way. Sometimes we kind of get really caught up with, especially with social media and what others are saying and things like that. It just it gets you in a cycle where, we sit there and believe, we sit there and wait. We it sounds so good, right? I mean, why wouldn't you just wait for this good stuff to come towards you? But it's about realizing that, this good stuff is not coming towards you unless you start actually getting up and doing something with it. And you guys heard me say this quite a bit. And from experience here, at least for the past few months as well, I mean, I'm always learning myself. I mean, I don't have everything together here. I'm always feeling these energies and working with it. And, once I think that, things are kind of going smooth, I have something else that comes in and says, okay, there's still a lot that I have to work on. And I've never on the channel, pointed out that I have everything together. I always share these things with you guys, so you guys know that when I do these readings, they're coming from a authentic place here, right? So it's coming from intuition. It's not because, someone's gonna win the lottery next month, right? So not to call out people, I'm not gonna get into that, but I feel like this energy is gonna show that. It's gonna show the BS. It's gonna show the lies that are around you, and I feel like that's going to take you back. I mean, it's going to shock you, and for some of us, in at least, it's going to make you realize that you've been maybe listening to the wrong people. Maybe you've been following the wrong information, and it feels as though this is the time where it's going to stop you from the path that you thought you were going towards, that you thought was right, and moving you towards entirely new direction. And that's going to really be a big game changer because you have to adapt to it. You know what I mean? It's when new things come into your life, you have to kind of go, okay, well, this is where it's going. This is where it feels right. But, do I want to jump into this right now? Because everything's going to feel new. Sometimes, especially like in relationships, I'll use this as an example. Your past relationships may have been, maybe there was arguments. Maybe there was a situation where you messaged someone and they weren't responding in time. Just little things like that. Maybe there was a past, connection that you had where there was just, you thought this is the way relationships are. And now you'll be coming to things that are good for you, where you feel like, is this what it is? Is this supposed to be this way? Because it's so new for you that you don't know if this is right. It's going to make you question a lot of things right now, So we'll stick with the subject of relationships because it just kind of makes it easier. So I'm not going over 100 different things here. But, if you do come across a new connection or in a new connection, you might be meeting someone that is going to be at a level that you feel like you can actually be connected to. And that's going to be new for you. And new is going to be scary. All this change is going to be one of those things where you're just going to always question to see, you're always going to protect your heart. You know what I mean? You don't want to be in that cycle in the past again. And what happens when you start thinking that way is that you stop from moving forward because you're always worried that something is going to happen. Something's not going to work out. It's until that time where you actually believe in what this is, whatever you're trying to pursue, this relationship, if this is really something that, hey, it feels like I want to work on this. It's about giving it the chance. And I feel like the universe is going to give you the confirmation. I feel like that's the energies that are playing out right now. So hopefully that makes sense. I am doing this during retrograde, so I don't know if this is helping anyone out. But on that note, hit the like button if it is. But yeah, that's kind of, the energy that is coming in here, where it's really going to close out the past chapter, and it's about you being ready for this new chapter in your life. And this new chapter in your life is not written. I know we talk about, it's written in the stars. I do believe in that, right? But at the same time, I'm also a believer in creating the life that you want, and I feel like that you can always change it. You know what I mean? And you have the power to, you don't have to follow the routine. You could do whatever you want that makes you happy. And I feel like as you're adapting, as you're changing every day, every week, every time you are making these decisions, I feel like that these decisions are moving you towards a path that is going to be more fulfilling and more good for you, that's going to bring you happiness. And I feel like if you take the opportunity into choosing yourself and being truly authentic to what and who you are, I feel like that is going to be the biggest leverage for you during this time. Okay. But yeah, I guess that is the message. That's what's coming out. So I kind of feel like I want to keep talking here, but maybe in the next time. But that's what I got. All right. So I'm going to keep it at that. I hope this helps somebody. I mean, maybe you guys or someone out there is feeling as though, you're really wanting an answer, really trying to find an answer. I feel like it's about trusting yourself and your intuition, and taking that break, taking that pause to feel, not numbing yourself, not getting drunk, not doing all that stuff to try to just get by. I feel like sometimes you do have to feel the pain a little bit, and feel the sadness, and feel the worry, and feel the anxiety. And then when you start feeling these situations or these issues that come up, it's focusing on, okay, how can I fix it? And I feel like that is the work that we're doing here. Okay. And I feel like once it's done, once you start realizing that, these are the problems, this is what's been, the issues for me, I feel like this new journey, this new opportunity that is coming towards you, or this new chapter in your life, is going to open up a whole new thing, of a whole new opportunities here for you in love, career. I feel like a lot of us are going to start to see a lot more skills that we didn't really think we had, or at least learn. That's where the leverage starts, and that's where you could use this energy to benefit you. Okay. Otherwise, this energy is going to let you know in a very tough way. And if it does, because I said change isn't easy. It is. Always think about looking back and seeing why. Why are you feeling this way? Why, start questioning yourself. Again, look into the mirror, look at yourself here, and start doing that type of research. Look into fixing it. You know what I mean? So if there's any sort of problems, it's about finding that solution. You know, there's always going to be challenges, right? So the only thing we're gonna benefit from doing that is that we're gonna have more growth. We're gonna learn from all this stuff, and then we're gonna move into this new chapter with a lot more knowledge. And we're not going to be taking the past, that, you know, whatever we failed in the past, we're not taking it into this new chapter, where this new chapter is going to be amazing, you know. So, and it is that mindset. It's about thinking that, you know, it's going to be good. And I feel like that that's going to be another helpful energy, is that mindset of being determined and successful, but also understanding that failure is part of being successful. All right. So anyway, that is what I got for you guys. And until next time, we'll see ya. Have a good one.